I've been using this Smart Keyboard Folio for the past week on my new iPad Pro. I'm going to share with you a few things I like about it and some things I don't. Hi, my name is Craig. If you're new here, welcome. On this channel, I do tech tips and reviews along with the weekly Echo series. I've been using this keyboard to respond to comments, write scripts, send emails, and just as a stand for watching video. From the beginning, I've had mixed feelings about it. I have a love-hate relationship with this. I found value in using it, but I feel like it adds too much weight and thickness to the iPad. I find that it's helped me with productivity, but then it's also taken away from just using a tablet by itself. So a little overview of the keyboard. The Smart Keyboard Folio is a full-size keyboard that offers front and back protection. It connects to the smart connector on the back of the iPad using magnets. The keys are the same butterfly keys found on the MacBook, MacBook Air, and MacBook Pro. The whole keyboard is covered in a solid piece of plastic-like material. This design makes it spill and dust resistant. The Smart Keyboard has two viewing angles that lock the iPad into place. That is great for typing on a desk or on your lap. It's also good for watching videos. Some of the things I like about this. I like that it's a full-size keyboard. I do type pretty fast, so after using it for about a day, I felt like I was just flying through text with it, and it's worked well for me. I also like the two different viewing angles and the fact that it locks well into place and holds the iPad securely, so you can have it at different angles and you don't have to worry about it collapsing on you. So it does work well if you have it on a desk and typing, or if it's just on your lap sitting back in a chair watching videos. Next, I like that it does offer protection on the back and on the front, and it's easy to get off. So if you want the iPad out, you just pop it off because it is held on with magnets. I also like that the keyboard doesn't require any pairing. You have the smart connector here on the back. You have the smart connector that's inside here on the bottom. You put the two together and it's ready to go. When you pop it open and lock it into position, it's ready to type. If you flip it around back, it turns off the keys. So that's nice and convenient. You can lay it down, you don't have to worry about it triggering any keys. Next, I like it as a stand. With the two different viewing angles, you can find a position that works well for you. It is nice and secure, it doesn't flop around. The two viewing angles definitely help out a lot. You could lay it on a bed, put it on a desk, watch videos on it, type on it, really holds securely. So I do like that. Next, I like how much functionality it adds to the iPad. I don't think I've ever done more work on an iPad since having this keyboard. I've written some scripts, I've responded to my comments, I've answered emails on it. It really has come in handy for knocking out work. So now let's talk about what I don't like about it. First would be the price. It is $179 for the Keyboard Folio versus $79 for the Apple Smart Folio. And with that $100, if you already have a laptop, you could put that towards a pencil instead. I don't know if it's necessarily worth that extra money to have a keyboard. The next thing I really don't like about it is the material. It has a plastic-like material that they've used on smart covers before. And at the price point, this thing should be leather. It should have a lot more of a premium feel to it, especially at $179. I don't know how this material is going to hold up in the long run. They've been making smart covers out of it for a while. It should hold up pretty well. Now, let's talk about the part I really hate about this thing. This, when opened up, keys. The keys aren't active when it's opened up like this, but they're always there. You hold it this way, you gotta hold on to keys. You use your left hand, you got a little extra grip with this, but these keys, they're always there. If you lay it down, I don't know how long it's gonna last if you're resting this thing on the keys all the time. You know, you're gonna get debris on there that's gonna end up messing with your screen. You know, when I use it, I pop out the iPad to use it in portrait mode, but there is a lot of popping it on and off versus just a folio. Next on the dislike list is protection. It's good for the back, it's good for the front, but it's no good for the sides. It's really for preventing scratches or cracking your screen. Also, I don't know how it's gonna affect it having this keyboard touching the screen all the time. If you get debris in there, I see that you could get oils that transfer off of the keys onto the screen. So I don't know if there's gonna be rubbing that could possibly affect the screen. That's something we'll have to see in the long run. run. The last thing that I don't like about it is the extra size and weight that it adds. It does add about 50% more weight to the iPad and makes it almost twice the thickness here. I would love something smaller. So to wrap this up, I read in an article that if you're gonna buy an iPad Pro, you really should get a keyboard or a pencil. If not, just go with the regular iPad. I would agree with that in a way because I would seldom do any typing on my other iPads other than doing searches and the occasional email. I would just use my laptop for this stuff. But after a week of using this keyboard, I do find that I'm knocking out more work-related and YouTube-related tasks that I might have used my laptop before. It does feel comfortable typing with it, but I don't like the keys on the backside. I don't like the extra weight and thickness. If you want to be able to do some typing and use this as a laptop replacement or not have to carry your laptop around all the time, I think it's a good option. But if you do have a laptop, I think it also takes away from the tablet experience. It adds that extra thickness and weight that this nice thin device feels like it's kind of locked down in there. Where right now, it just feels like you can use it any direction. If you have a laptop, I say get the Smart Folio cover and pay a little bit more and get that Apple Pencil instead. So let me know your thoughts on it. If you like this video, please hit that like button. If you haven't, please consider subscribing and click that bell to be notified of next week's video. If you'd like to help support the channel, check out the description. There's an Amazon link in there. Bookmark it, use it, and Amazon will kick us back a little. I appreciate you watching this. Have a great day. Bye.